Picture this. You've just moved into a quiet, picture-perfect neighborhood. You're on your very first morning jog, the sun barely peeking over the rooftops, when flashing red and blue lights stop you in your tracks. You're ordered to put your hands behind your back. Not because you broke the law, not because you posed a threat, but because, in the eyes of one arrogant officer, a black man in this neighborhood could only mean one thing: trouble. Now, here's the twist: that same officer would lose his badge, his career, and his reputation before lunch. Before we dive in, hit that like button and let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from. We love seeing how far these stories travel. This is Marcus Taylor, 36 years old, a man of discipline, calm, and quiet strength. Born in a cramped one-bedroom apartment, raised by a single mother who worked two jobs, Marcus knew struggle. He worked his way through college with sleepless nights, founded a small tech startup, and built it into a billion-dollar empire. Despite the headlines, Marcus stayed humble. No flashy cars in the driveway, no diamond chains around his neck. He believed true wealth wasn't in what you show, it's in what you build. That's why he chose Silver Springs County as his new home, a place with green lawns, gated entrances, and a reputation for safety. He wanted a clean slate, a quiet life, and a chance to invest in the community's future. To the neighbors, he was just the new guy jogging. But what they didn't know, he was the one who could change the entire future of Silver Springs with a single phone call. And then there was Officer Jones, Silver Springs' so-called watchdog, a man drunk on authority. He strutted through the streets as if the whole neighborhood belonged to him. For Jones, the badge wasn't about justice, it was about power. Behind his dark sunglasses and forced smirk was a deep arrogance. He judged people not by their actions, but by their appearance. In his mind, Silver Springs wasn't a neighborhood. It was a fortress, and people who didn't look like him, they didn't belong inside its walls. Marcus laced his sneakers and stepped into the crisp morning air. The streets were calm, lined with manicured hedges and winding sidewalks. He jogged lightly, nodding to a couple walking their dog, waving at an elderly neighbor sweeping her porch. For the first time in years, Marcus felt at peace. That peace shattered when the roar of a police siren cut through the quiet. A patrol car swerved to the curb, blocking his path. Out stepped Officer Jones, hands on his belt, chin tilted up like a hawk spotting prey. "You," Jones barked. "What are you doing here?" Marcus slowed, wiping sweat from his brow. "Just jogging, sir. I moved in yesterday, getting to know the neighborhood." Jones chuckled, shaking his head. "Moved in? Here? Don't waste my time. People like you don't live in Silver Springs." Marcus raised an eyebrow, his breathing steady. "People like me? You know exactly what I mean," Jones sneered. "Cut the act. Hands where I can see 'em. You're coming with me." "Officer," Marcus said calmly, "I assure you there's no mistake. I live on. Save it. Hands behind your back. Now." Click. The cold bite of handcuffs snapped around Marcus's wrists. Curtains shifted in nearby houses. A jogger across the street slowed to watch. Whispers spread. The sight was clear. A black man in handcuffs, escorted into a patrol car. Marcus sat silently in the back seat, the sting of injustice burning hotter than the metal around his wrists. The station buzzed with morning activity as Marcus was marched through the doors. A couple of officers paused mid-conversation, eyebrows raised at the sight of him in cuffs. From an office at the end of the hall, Chief Bruce emerged, a stocky man in his 50s with sharp eyes that instantly widened in shock. "Marcus!" he exclaimed. "What the hell is going on here?" Jones smirked, eager to justify himself. "Suspicious male wandering the neighborhood, sir. Claimed he lived there, but come on. Are you out of your mind, Jones?" Bruce thundered, his voice echoing through the station. "Do you have any idea who you've just arrested?" Jones blinked. Caught off guard. "Sir, he was." "Enough!" Bruce slammed his palm against the desk. Papers rattled. The room went dead silent. "This man is Marcus Taylor. He's not only a resident of Silver Springs, he's the one I personally recommended to move here. He's preparing to invest millions into our community, into schools, parks, businesses." Jones's jaw dropped, the confidence drained from his face. "Take those cuffs off him right now," Bruce roared. Another officer rushed forward, fumbling with the keys. The cuffs clattered to the floor, leaving red marks on Marcus's wrists. Bruce turned to Marcus, his tone softening. "Mr. Taylor, I'm so sorry. This is an outrageous mistake." Marcus simply nodded, his voice calm but firm. "Mistake is one word for it." Bruce spun back toward Jones, his face thunderous. You've embarrassed this department, this community, and me personally. Effective immediately, you're terminated. Jones's mouth floundered, words spilling out in desperation. Chief, please, I was just doing my job. Your job is to serve and protect, not to harass and humiliate. Bruce cut him off. Pack up your locker, badge, gun, now. The station erupted into whispers. Jones's shoulders slumped as his badge was stripped from his chest, his weapon taken from his holster. The same neighbors who once feared his patrols would soon hear the news. The man who abused his authority was gone. And Marcus? His story traveled faster. Within weeks, he wasn't just the new neighbor. He was the man funding scholarships for local kids, renovating the community center, and ensuring Silver Springs became a better place for everyone. Jones, meanwhile, couldn't find another department to hire him. His record was stained. His arrogance had cost him his career. Prejudice blinded Officer Jones. His arrogance convinced him he had the right to decide who belonged. But one truth remains. Power built on arrogance always collapses. And Marcus, he never raised his voice. He didn't need to. His quiet dignity was louder than any badge, any threat, any handcuffs. Here's the takeaway. Never judge someone by the way they look. The same person you try to tear down might just be the one building the very future you live in. And that, my friends, was the downfall of Officer Jones. What do you think? Did he deserve immediate termination, or should his punishment have gone further? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories where arrogance meets karma, and the truth always comes out on top.